So I have come to ask for help. If you know anyone or you can refer us for this thing I'm about to say, please drop it on the comment section. Okay, so a few weeks back, a child came to my facility with his mom. So I noticed that this child literally has to go very close to an object before he could see what it is. The child is 4 years old. So I thought maybe the mother had not noticed. And I said, have you noticed that your child needs to get very close to the object before he could see it? And the mother said yes, and that they have gone to some hospitals and there seems to be no solution to it. And I asked what the problem could be, and she said the damage came from phototherapy light. The child had jaundice and was prescribed phototherapy section, so it was what led to the damage. So normally, when a child is under the phototherapy light, you get a piece of cloth and you cover the eyes and the genital areas. So she said that the nurses were not covering the child, did not cover the child or whatsoever. But being a nurse, we are always the one taking the blame. Every little to the nurses this, the nurses that, and I will not blame her for that. Those are her first to their needs. So what happened is that, so the facility where this thing happened, I'd worked there, so I know how strenuous it could be being a nurse on duty to have a child in the phototherapy line. This is how that facility works. It has a maternity ward. So the maternity ward covers the labor ward, the antenatal ward, the postnatal ward, and the children in nursery ICU, the children in the incubator, and that in phototherapy. And sometimes, most of the times, it is only two nurses that are on duty. So imagine you running as a nurse, you're running a shift that includes antenatal, postnatal, labor ward, and phototherapy and incubator. It is always a lot of work. You find out, you see nurses running up and down, go here, see this and all that. And there's no way in such an unconducive environment that healthcare will be rendered efficiently. So because we all know that babies can't stay still. You come and cover their eyes and genitals with that piece. Before you go, the next 30 minutes come back, it's already off their faces. So imagine you are a nurse on duty, you have a labor case, a patient in labor, and you have a child in incubator. You literally need to be there to cover all the time. So in private sectors like this, that's why it is good to include the parents to that care. Allow them come in to be there to monitor as the child takes off that piece of cloth and you cover back.